He's got the task to get this favourite home for the punters here. $1.50 Cash Ring Smoker. Set to go. Arms fold. They're off and racing. And Cash Ring Smoker, he'll burn across and look for the front early. Charlie New boots up in the early part, and now he'll take the drag on Cash Ring Smoker. He'll drag him back here to try and find a little bit of cover in the early part. So as they wheel into the straight, it's Charlie New with the advantage of the inside, holding the lead as they come down towards the winning post with just over 3 laps to go. You've got to believe it works up outside of it. Behind those runners, Giggling Goldie as leaders back one by one. Larwood, Cash Ring Smoker, he's second last on the outside of Loving Life, who's on the pegs. Going into the back straight here, and the front runner is Charlie New for Waitman. Leads here by a narrow margin, and they slacken the tempo. Outside of it was You've Got to Believe It. It travels second, and they don't look to be going overly hard at all here through the middle stages. Back behind the leader, Giggling Goldie from Larwood, Cash Ring Smoker. Wayman's got him back second last. He's just letting him bide his time and find his feet here through the early stages. And last of all was Loving Life. So Charlie New's had it pretty soft in the lead here as they come into the straight with just over 2 to go. Leads narrowly coming up towards the 1100 metres. From on the outside, You've Got to Believe It. Now here's a move. Here comes Cash Ring Smoker. He's being cut loose. He's had to go 4 wide though on the outside from Larwood. But Cash Ring Smoker's about to have a crack for the lead here, the race favourite. In behind them was Giggling Goldie, and relegated back to last was Loving Life. So into the back straight, a few fireworks mid-race, and Cash Ring Smoker's moved up on the outside to join Charlie New in the lead. Between them at that point there as they go down the back straight was You've Got to Believe It. In behind those runners, Larwood from Giggling Goldie, and Loving Life is last of all. They're tightly bunched here as they come up to the home turn now, and all going for a gallop in the lead was Charlie New. Drivers in behind it have been able to avoid bother, but it's gone back to last here. Finding the front was You've Got to Believe It. Cash Ring Smoker's now following it in second, the short price favourite. He's right on the back of the leader here going into the bottom turn. Behind those was Larwood. Further back in the field at that point there as they wheeled at the back of the track was Giggling Goldie. Then Loving Life, and tailed off after going for that gallop was Charlie New. So as they go down the back, Cash Ring Smoker, he's moving up boldly on the outside. He's about to run to the top. Cash Ring Smoker, he swept to the lead here inside the last 150, and now goes on by Cash Ring Smoker. He swept to the lead. In second place was You've Got to Believe It. But Cash Ring Smoker, he's been set alight here by Wayman. He sweeps to the front, straightening up, starts to boot away, and it is all Cash Ring Smoker. He's coming down to win it. Cash Ring Smoker, bolt home, has won it from You've Got to Believe It. Third home, that goes to Giggling Goldie. Further back was Larwood, then Loving Life, and pulling up short at the end was Charlie New.